Hey. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am showing you what's in my coloring bag. Let's check it out. Here is my coloring bag. I purchased this bag from Amazon.com after doing a lot of research. I settled with this one. I also have a second bag that I use for my planners and journals. This is a JJ ring. And the reason I bought this bag is because I got tired of storing my books on top of my shelf. It looked so messy and I just couldn't take it. So I decided to get something to store my books in that I am coloring in for the month. So these are the books that I'm coloring in for the month. Let's check out what I have in here. This has pockets. It has 6 pockets in the front. And it has some pockets in the back. In the front, I have an ink pen here. I have a Pitt pen, a Faber-Castell Pitt pen. And I also have a lot of blender pencils here. Mainly, these are Prismacolor. I store them in here. I have a few in here that are not Prismacolor, but for the most part, the bulk of these blender pencils are Prismacolor. Down here, I have some more blender pencils, but these are Caran d'Ache and some Derwent. And I have a couple little brushes in here. Usually these brushes, I use them with my mineral spirits. I think I have some more down off in here. Looks like I have, brushes. So more blender pencils. Moving over here, I have what looks like some paint pens and some markers. I think I even have this Prismacolor Premier. I think it is, let's see what it is. It's a black marker. I think this came in a kit that I bought. And then I have 2 paint markers that I bought from Walmart a long time ago before I ever got into coloring. And then I have this blender pen from Tombow. That's it for that. And then over here, I have my water brush markers. I have more water brush markers, but I stored some here so that I would be sure to use them. A lot of things that I have stored in here, they are reminders for me to use the stuff that I have. On the side here, there is a side pocket. And I have stored some pencils over here. These are the Crayola Twistables. If I'm traveling, this is good for me to take because I can just take everything that I need and I have my pencils and stuff in here. Now on the side here, I have something else. This is my canvas for watercolor painting. And allow me to show you what's in here. I have my watercolor brushes, okay? And that's what's in here, and I store it on the side pocket. And again, I have this stuff in here so that I will be more likely to use it. And that's why I put certain things in this bag. All right, I'm messing up here. All right, turning on the back of here. Now, I don't do a lot of watercoloring. So what I did, I said, well, to make me use these watercolors, let me put this stuff in this bag. I'm more prone to use it. So what I have here is a Prang watercolor set. I have my little Caran d'Ache little palette here. I have another paint palette here, if I can get it out. It's stuck in here very good. I have on some Christmas pajamas. Don't y'all be talking about me. But I have the paint palette and it's stuck in here good. Okay, there we go. I have that in here. And then I have the other one here. So I have them in here because I want to be able to use them. If they're stored away in a drawer or something, I'm not going to reach for them. But if they are in or on my bag, I'm going to think about using them. Now let's take a look at what's inside of my bag. Inside my bag, I have this little bag here, which has my Faber-Castell iridescent gelatos. Yeah, I have gelatos in here and a few other things. Also, I have a plastic bag here that has different things in here: pencil sharpeners, Q-tips, a compass, other things here, X-Acto knife, pencil extenders. I even have erasers. So that's what's in here. I have this little thing, has my pencil sharpeners inside of here, the ones I really like. Let me show you. The ones that are handheld that you have to turn, I have them in here. And so when I use these, I catch the shavings in this. So I store this little container in my plastic bag. I have all my little stuff that I need in this bag. These are my little brushes that I use to do backgrounds with the King Arts gel sticks or whatever, soft pastel. Y'all know the deal. These little brushes here. So I store them in this little bag. I actually bought this little bag from Michael's. Next, I have my King Arts. The only reason I think I started using them is because they were in my bag. So whatever's in my bag, I try to use it. And I put it in my bag because I want to use it and I need to use it because I bought it. I can't just let it sit and not be used. So I have these in here. Next, I have a roll of pencils. The pencils that I have in here are, well, let me show you what they are. They are the Arteza, just the regular Arteza pencils. I like to use these. I said, let me take some pencils on the go. And these are good for me. I like them a lot. They're just the regular Arteza. They're not expert or professional or whatever. Just a nice little set that I purchased. They come in that little tubes, the cylinder-like tube. That's what these are. So I stick these in here. Next, I have Caran d'Ache here. These are the Neo Color 2, I believe. I have not used these. That's why they're in this bag. I need to pull them out and use them at some point in time. Some point in time. I also have some other items. I have some oil pastels. I've never used oil pastels, and I have my soft pastels. So I have these in here, and I mainly use these for backgrounds. Now, the last thing that you should know that I have in here are coloring books. The coloring books that I keep in here are the coloring books that I'm coloring in for the months. So this is October, and I have my books in here that I'm coloring in for the months. I have my other little book here. It's turned backwards, and upside down, but that's how it is here. I have my other books that I'm coloring in for this month. They are all in this bag. And I just reach for my coloring books that are in this bag for me to color in. And that's what I do. Every month I change them out. And I have more. And then I have some books back here that I'm not coloring in. This one in particular this month, but I have it in here. And I have my little dollhouse book, which is the one I do for the coloring chat. And you know what? That's all I have in my bag. And I have to say, I really like this bag. It was a good purchase for me because my shelf doesn't look so messy anymore with the books on there with other stuff. I thought it would be cool to have a bag so that I can store what I'm coloring for the month inside of the bag. And all I have to do is look in the bag and get my book out. And also, I thought it was a good idea to store items that I don't normally use in the bag so that I would kind of be forced to use those items. That is it for my coloring bag. That's all I have in here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You know what? It really helps the channel. Until next time, keep calm and keep coloring. Bye.